Most business leaders think AI is about ChatGPT and automation tools. They're missing the infrastructure shift happening right now. It's called Model Context Protocol. And if you run go-to-market or a business, this changes how you think about AI in your company. I'm Jonathan Moss. I've spent 21 years scaling companies, thousands of hours using AI and LLMs, and had hundreds of conversations with CEOs, founders, and executives across the world. And today I'm going to break down MCP in a way that actually matters for business leaders, not developers. Here's what's broken with AI right now. Your team uses 15, 20 different tools: Salesforce, HubSpot, Slack, Google, Data Warehouse, Calendar, LinkedIn, all kinds of different tools that they use in places that they go today. And everyone's excited about AI agents that can work across all these tools, except they don't actually work. Here's why. Every single tool a company has to build integrations: Salesforce integrations, HubSpot integrations, Slack integrations. Each one is separate. Each one breaks differently, and each one needs immediate maintenance. If every app on your phone needed a different charger, and even when they work, they're slow and expensive, because under the hood, your AI is doing something crazy. It's reading every instruction manually for every tool before it starts working. Then it's manually copying data between systems, word by word, field by field. That's not a speed problem, that's an architecture problem. Model Context Protocol is basically a universal adapter. And Anthropic released this back in November 2024, and it's been quietly growing. Thousands of developers building on it. Every major program language now supports it. Think of it like this. Instead of every AI company building 50 different integrations, one for Salesforce, one for HubSpot, one for Slack, etc., they build one MCP integration. Then your AI can talk to anything that speaks to MCP. Universal plug, one-time setup. But then that's what Anthropic just changed. They changed everything by releasing something called code execution with MCP. Instead of your AI following instructions step by step, it actually writes code. And the difference is massive. So before, your AI processes was like 150,000 tokens just to access your tools. Then it copies data through its memory for every step. But now it just writes a script that runs like 2,000 tokens. That's 98.7% reduction, 75 times faster, and 75 times cheaper. Same task, different architecture. Okay, but what does that actually mean for you? So let's break it down into three things. First, you can finally connect your entire tech stack without it breaking. That workflow you want, if you want to pull sales calls from Gong, analyze objections, match them with closed loss deals in Salesforce, draft personalized coaching, and then send it to reps in Slack. That used to crash halfway through or take 45 minutes and around like $50 per run. Now it's a 2-minute script that costs pennies. Second, AI can build its own playbooks for your business. Here's where it gets interesting. The AI can save successful workflows as reusable code. First time it figures out how to analyze competitor mentions in your calls, it saves that process. Next time, it runs the saved playbook. Your AI gets better at your specific workflow, not just generic task. Third, this is the infrastructure that makes AI agents actually work. Everyone's been talking about AI agents for a year, but agents that can do complex tasks autonomously, but they've been slow, expensive, and fragile. MCP with code execution is the foundation that makes them real. Fast enough to be useful, cheap enough to scale, reliable enough to trust. So, what do you actually do with this information? If you're evaluating tools, ask if they use MCP. If not, ask why. Because everything that doesn't use this protocol is going to feel slow and expensive compared to what's coming. If you're building AI products, this is your architecture, period. The companies that win will be the ones who use AI that actually works at scale. If you're a business leader thinking about AI transformation, stop thinking about AI as individual tools. Start thinking about AI as infrastructure that connects your entire operation. Let's dive in and see what this looks like. All right, So what you'll see now is that I'm in my Claude. You'll see this little button here that says search and tools. And so basically I'm going to click on this, and these are actually MCP connectors. You can see that I have some of them toggled on. You can click on add connectors or manage connectors. So let's click on manage connectors. What it does is it actually takes you into your settings, and you'll see connectors here. You can see the ones that I have set up here. Canva I've got set up, but you can configure it in different ways. And so let me just pull that up real quick. You can kind of see it allows you to, what is it that you want Canva to be able to do? And you can say always allow, needs approval, or blocked. So some of these connectors will allow you those kind of permission controls. Then you'll see I can add a custom connector. So I won't go into that. It's a little bit more complex, but you can add your own custom MCP server. Or you can go to browse connectors. And you'll notice there's a ton of browsers or connectors here that you can actually put on and connect. These are all MCP servers. So these connectors are all MCP servers. All I have to do is click on connect. And then this one for Zapier, it'll want you to post your server URL. But let's say, let's go to HubSpot. Then I click on this. What it's going to do is it's going to actually take you to an authentication page where you can choose your account. Then basically what happens from there is that it'll authenticate your account, and then it will actually connect to the Claude connector. So it's basically as simple as that. That's it. That's how you connect to MCP servers. Hopefully that was helpful. Look, when MCP launched, most people ignored it because it seemed like developer stuff. But code execution just showed why it matters. This is the infrastructure shift that makes AI agents real, fast, reliable, and cost-effective. The companies that understand this are building differently. What workflow have you been putting off because AI couldn't handle it? Drop it in the comments and let's see what happens. And if this was helpful, please like and subscribe. We break down how to use AI and how to leverage AI across go-to-market and businesses all the time. So I want to make sure that you get the notification and access when we drop new videos. Cheers, y'all.